Hi, it's Flirty here and welcome to my YouTube channel and blog Pretty Little Button, where I make paper crafting tutorials for the everyday crafter. Today I've got another video on the new Catherine Pooler Date Night inks, and today's video I'm going to feature a variety of different ink blending combinations that I've used with some of these Date Night inks. So I've got 8 different ink blending colour combinations up for you today. Okay, so the first ink I'm going to be using is Serenade. Now, I haven't got any blending sponges for these yet, so I'm just showing you that. It's a full, clean ink sponge, and it's really important when it comes to ink blending that you really saturate and soak that foam sponge before you start blending. So I'm really pressing it into the pad and making sure the whole of the pad is covered in that Serenade ink. I'm then using my blending tool just to blend onto a tag. Now I've used the Waffle Flower swatch tag to die cut out Catherine Pooler ink. It's really good to use the cardstock you always tend to blend and use to do your ink blending swatches on, because then you know what the colour is going to look like and how it dries on that cardstock. So for the next colour in this colour combination, I am then going in with Sangria. So I've kept this real time for this combination just so you can see how easy it is and how well these blend beautifully. So I'm adding Sangria, which is in the Spa collection, which is the opposite of the Party collection, which is what Serenade features in. And all the Date Night inks feature in the Party collection. Now, you don't tend to necessarily mix the Spa and Party collection, but I like to now and then because you get a bit of a different sort of tone to the colour blending combinations that you can get. So the Spa is a bit more of a muted collection of inks, whereas the Party collection of inks are more vibrant. So they don't necessarily always go, but I think this Sangria fits beautifully and blends beautifully into the Serenade ink. So once I've done that, I'm making sure I go between the two colours, so I'm going back between the Serenade and the Sangria, using the Serenade foam sponge just to go back and smooth that transition out between the two. This really will help you get a nice smooth blend if you go back over the colour with your lightest colour. If you don't, you're more likely to get a bit more of a patchy blend. Another tip I like for ink blending is also to use circular motions. So when you start the ink blending, start off of the tag and use circular motions to blend inwards. What's also really useful is to blend on a smooth, slick surface so that you're bringing your blending tool off the slick surface onto the card to get a lovely smooth blend. So the last colour I've gone in for this one is Royal Treatment. So again, this is in that Spa collection, the more muted tones of colour. And this blends beautifully into Sangria and then Sangria into that Serenade. And what I like about this colour combination is you've got those really dark muted tones blending into a beautifully bright light purple. Another tip I like, which I picked up from Jennifer Maguire, is to use your Cutterline ruler or any ruler you have to hand to position over your tag to hold your piece of card still whilst you're blending. This stops you, 1, getting inky fingers, and 2, transferring your inky fingerprints to your blended cardstock later on. So this is a great way of keeping clean if you like to keep clean. So as you can see, here's that beautiful blend, and it's worked out really, really well. Okay, for the next colour combination, I'm using Party Dress, Drive In, and Queen for a Day. Now this one, I'm using 2 Party collections, so 2 vibrant inks blending into a Spa collection, and I'm going to speed this up faster, it's not in real time. So I'm starting off with my Party Dress, again using that at the bottom, and then I'm blending this into the new Drive-In ink, which is a beautiful rich purple, very, very vibrant, and I love how this blends into Party Dress. It's such a cool blend. Again, remember going back between the colours to get that lovely smooth blend. And then the last colour I'm doing is Queen for a Day. So again, this is in that Spa collection, and so it's a bit more of a darker muted tone. But I think this is beautiful. Be great for sort of ink blended sunsets where you really want some drama and intensity in the sky. Okay, so for the next one, I am using Pucker Up with Flirty Fuchsia and a Queen for a Day. So Pucker Up again is one of the new Date Night inks. It's in the Party collection. Then I'm combining it with another Party collection ink and again Queen for a Day. Queen for a Day is one of my favourite purples, but it goes so well with all these new Date Night inks, I feel. So Pucker Up is violet pink rather than a red pink. I showed this in my previous video where I looked at the ink colours, compared them to current collection and did some ink swatches, so if you're interested in that, I'll link up above. But it is more of a violet pink, so this goes really, really well with Flirty Fuchsia. and blends seamlessly into that. And it's almost like a lighter shade of Flirty Fuchsia. And then I used Queen for a Day, and this is another great colour combination. It's so vibrant and pink, and I don't know why, this just reminds me of Barbie, this colour combination, from my childhood. So I absolutely love this colour combination. Again, making sure I'm going in between the colours just to smooth them out and get a beautiful blend. For the next colour combination, I'm using Josie Dough, so the new colour from Date Nights. And I'm blending this and combining it with two inks. I'm using Samba, and then I'm going into another light shade of Bellini. So I'm kind of transitioning from a coral to a red to an orange. And this would be great for sort of sunsets as well. So I'm starting off with the Josie Dough on one end, and I'm getting a really good coverage of ink. Now, again, because the Bellini is quite a light colour, I'm going to blend this in on the opposite end first before I go in with Samba. I want to add my lightest colours first to get a really good smooth blend between them all. I then go in with Samba within the middle, overlapping both of the two colours I've laid down. And then I go back between Josie Dough and Bellini to ensure I get a beautiful smooth blend. Now, as I said, this creates a really lovely, vibrant, intense orange, great for some sunset skies if you wanted them. For my next colour combination, I am using Chiffon, the lovely, lovely soft yellow that's in the Date Night inks. And I'm combining this with some blues and greens, and this creates a really vibrant colour combination. So again, starting off with Chiffon on the bottom and blending that up to about a third of the way up the tag. And then I'm next going in with a green, Mardi Gras. This is a beautiful green. I love this, and I love how this transitions with Chiffon. You get a beautiful colour in between. Now I next went in with Fiesta Blue, and it was looking okay, but I wasn't really struck by it. So in the end I decided to go over it with Suede Shoes to darken it up. And this almost feels like it's kind of a tropical combination. Now I did another ink blending series, I'll link that here, where I did Limoncello, Mardi Gras and Suede Shoes. So just looking here, you can see how different and how vibrant the yellows are. So Limoncello is a much more vibrant yellow, and Chiffon is a lovely, vibrant but softer yellow. And it blends beautifully. Okay, the next set of inks I'm using is Catching Rays from the Date Nights with Tiki Torch and Tutti Frutti. So Catching Rays is a bit more of a yellow-orange, so it's a little bit darker than that Chiffon. Still gorgeous bright, but a light yellow-orange. This blends seamlessly into Tiki Torch, which is a beautiful orange, and then again into Tutti Frutti. So this is another beautiful, great sunset colour combination if you needed one. Beautiful. And also layering up for florals, it would look fantastic. There's no doubt about it, it's lovely and bright and vibrant. Next we've got In the Park with Aquatini and Mardi Gras. So In the Park is from Date Night, it's a lovely soft green, it's a beautiful colour, and I combine this with a few different kind of colour combinations. So this Aquatini is a sort of a blue teal rather than a green teal. I still think it looks beautiful and blends seamlessly, and I really love how it turned out. And then I went into a more darker green, the Mardi Gras. So this is a great sort of green colour combination, but without a little bit of blue colour in there for variety and interest. Then I've got Cum Band with Fiesta Blue and Suede Shoes. Now I love this colour combination. This creates a beautiful blue colour blending, and it would be great for skies. Really vibrant summer skies or sort of evening summer skies. So you've got Cum Band at the bottom, blending up into Fiesta Blue, and then finishing it off with Suede Shoes, a beautiful dark sort of ultramarine blue. And this blend is just seamless. I absolutely love it, and I think it's a beautiful colour combination. I'll use this in the future. So I'm just going to show you a couple of cards that I created with a couple of those combinations. So this is using the Queen for a Day, Flirty Fuchsia, and then Pucker Up. So I didn't get as much of the Queen for a Day when I die cut out of the blended panel I created, but you can see that beautiful transition into that Pucker Up. So for this thanks card, I used this thanks die from Catherine Pooler with the Deco Fan stencil and some paste, covering it in embossing powder to create the background. And then here we've got Bellini, Samba and Josie Dough. Again, the way I die cut it didn't quite get that much of Bellini, but it's a beautiful transition between Samba and Josie Dough. For this card, I used the Love die from Catherine Pooler, and then I also used the triangle cover plate die to create my own stencil with some picket fence paste. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, and why not in the comments below let me know which out of these 8 colour combinations is your favourite. If you're new to the channel, why not think about subscribing and hitting that bell icon to be notified when the next video is up. Until next time, happy crafting!